I'm Glenn Morris from the Smart Energy Lab, and I'm here today at the Smart Energy Conference in Sydney with Ned from Pylontech. G'day, Ned.
Hey, good day.
It's good to see you. Ned's actually one of my earlier students.
Yeah, exactly.
We've known each other for a long time.
Yeah, nearly 5 years.
Yes, indeed. And you've stayed at my place and run one of my courses.
Yes, it's actually one of my amazing memories because by that time I just joined Pylontech and I taking care of Australian market for Pylontech. And I was really new for renewable market. And I know you, Glenn, so I just want to take your course for learning about the renewable and battery storage, how to design a good battery solution for the installer customer. And last 3 days in your course is amazing. I highly recommend any new players, in the market want to learn more about PV and the battery. Find Glenn and join the course.
Thank you for that pitch. That's really kind of you. So this year is a special year for Pylontech.
Exactly.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so actually, Pylontech, we are the original battery manufacturer for energy storage solution. And we are founded in 2009, and we starting our energy storage business around 2013. And the Australian market is one of our earlier market. And we actually been in Australian market since 2013. And this year is actually our 10 years anniversary for doing energy storage business. Yeah, so it's, we are very proud of to be part of the energy transition from traditional energy to renewable. And for Pylontech, we are commit our expertise in energy storage technology only. And we believe that with energy storage, we can unlock the enormous potential of PV and the wind power to providing people for clean and stable energy 24/7.
Absolutely. But actually, the fact that you've been in the Australian market for 10 years is pretty unique.
Yes.
You've been one of the oldest energy storage companies in Australia now.
Exactly.
You're doing modern lithium batteries. And these batteries I found in many products, so
Yes.
you're used widely. I had a look at your list of inverters that you're compatible with. It's pages long. So
Exactly.
that's quite an achievement.
Yes, because for Pylontech, we actually integrate the production chain from cells to the system level. And also our BMS is in-house technology. So since day one, we are working with the mainstream inverter partner in the market. So for example, if you check around this exhibition, some of the most of the major inverter partner are compatible with our solution. And the Pylontech, we are only focusing on the battery side. We want to providing the best flexibility for the installer to design the system. So you are one of the experts. So you must understand the benefit for the designer can have the flexibility to choose the best fit inverter to complete a dream solution.
So your low voltage batteries
Yes.
can be used as self-managed and managed. Is that correct?
It actually depends on the application. So right now for residential market, typically we have 48 volt and also high voltage battery. All those products is need communication. Each of them have built-in BMS, but we recommend the battery system to communicate with the inverter. In this case, with communication, the inverter can run the battery more properly. So will avoid any overcharging or over-discharging situation because the battery we are intend to use more than 10 years. So with communication, we can ensure better performance of the system to providing higher stability.
So the battery can talk to the charging source, the inverter, and say,
Exactly.
I'm almost empty, stop, I'm at my maximum voltage, stop, I'm getting a bit hot, slow down. But it also means that it can perform at its highest level. It's not limited by a sort of safety margin that a self-managed battery might have. You can run at full power because it's always telling the inverter, that's okay, that's okay.
Exactly. So if we talk a little bit about the technical side, if you check the charging discharging curve of lithium battery, so maybe between 10% to 90%, the voltage curve is relatively flat. but at the beginning and the end of charging discharging operation, the voltage will change a lot. So if we have communication, our BMS can tell exactly what's the voltage we are, and we can recommend what's the charging or discharging current the inverter can use. So with this data from our BMS, right now our battery we are providing 95% depth of charge, so we can utilize as much as power.
95%.
Yeah, 95%. In the past, we are coming from 80% to 90%, and right now all our residential product is 95%.
Right. I mean, this is the US 5000. So, correctly, if I'm wrong, but it's 5 kilowatt hours.
It's 4.8.
4.8.
4.8. Yeah, nearly 5
Very
kilo.
small form factor. It wasn't long ago that was a 2.4 or 2.5. Now it's a 4.8 because you can get more out of that battery too.
Yes,
By
exactly.
having that management.
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't we have a little look at the range of batteries?
Yes.
And you can tell me a bit about their features. Ned, we've got the US 3000C. Tell me about this unit.
Yes, so for US series, it's actually Pylontech first generation product for residential market. Right now we have 3 different product lineup from 2.4 to 3.55 and 4.8 battery capacity per module. And we see the market changing from small system to big battery system. So right now, actually the most popular battery module from Pylontech is US 3000C and the US 5000B module.
So the 3000C, its storage capacity is 3.55 kilowatt hours, and is that 95% usable?
Yes, exactly. US 3000C is a 48 volt system, so it's work with majority 48 volt storage inverter in the market, and each of these module has built-in BMS inside each module, and the customer has an advantage to expand their old system with different modules. So you can actually mix using US 2000, 3000, and US 5000B in one system.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty interesting because not many BMSs can cope with that difference. So the BMS individually manages the cells in each battery module, irrespective of which version it is.
Exactly. We have one rule. It's always using the latest module as master battery,
Yes.
so it can managing the whole string of the operation. And another advantage for the US series is actually you can add in new battery at any time. No time limitation, no module limitation. So it's flexible for the installer to design and renew the system.
Wow. I mean, given that Pylontech have been in Australia for 10 years, there'll be people with batteries that could be, from the earlier versions, so they can actually add more.
Correct. This is also the advantage from our manufacturer side, because we want to providing the continuous support not only for our partner but also for all our users who is using our product.
So I noticed on the data sheet here it says life cycle 6,000 cycles.
Yes.
And 15 years design life. That's really very impressive.
Yes. It's actually Pylontech since day one. We are invest a lot on the R&D side. Since we are very small, maybe 10 years ago, around 40 to 50% of our revenue is invested in the R&D side. And right now, after 10 years development, we grow like 100 times bigger, but we still kept around 7% of our revenue in the R&D side. And we keep improving our quality of sales because Pylontech, we manufacture our own cells. So right now, if you look at the sales level, we can do cycle around 30,000 cycle on the single sales level.
Wow.
And when we have to pack the cells into the battery module, actually we can have around 6,000 to 8,000 cycle life for different modules.
Right, because they're in strings now, and so you've got to manage them at a string level. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, 30,000 cycles.
30,000.
Now, I was impressed also by the fact that you manufacture your own cells. I mean, at this conference, there are a lot of battery companies, but they basically get their cells from someone else and call them their battery. This is Pylontech cells.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you own the whole product. You manufacture from the BMS, the cells, the cabinets, the whole thing.
Only the battery case we are not manufacturing.
Oh, really?
Everything inside come from Pylontech.
I think bending a piece of metal is not too technical. Yeah. And should we look at the bigger unit? Got a 5000 behind us.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the US 5000. Now, I've got some of these in the lab, which I'm in the process of installing. Now, I noticed they've got this big circuit breaker on the front. So what's that for?
Yes. For US 5000 B battery, actually we are specially designed for Australian market because we want to keep improving the safety feature for our US module. So right now, in each of US 5000 B module, we have like third level protection for the overcurrent situation. So firstly, inside the battery, we have our BMS board. So inside our BMS board, we have MOSFET and the fuse protection for some current overcurrent situation. But now we are pushed a little bit further, which we are building the circuit breaker inside the battery module. So the installer customer doesn't need an external DC breaker to protect the battery system. We have our own protection.
So that's actually 3 levels of protection. So
Yes.
you've got a semiconductor switch, a MOSFET, which is controlled by the BMS.
Yes.
If for any reason the BMS fails, then you've got an inbuilt fuse, which will just trip without any control.
Yes.
And you've also got string overcurrent protection externally, your circuit breaker,
Yes.
which helps with Australian standards.
Yes, exactly.
So you can parallel a lot of these together.
Yes. So the maximum parallel capacity for US 5000 is up to 16 units per string, and you can have 6 string in parallel connection, make it 96 units per system. And also we have a low voltage communication device, which we can enable another 5 group. So which is up to 480 unit maximum. But
That's a shipping container.
yes, shipping container.
Wow. Okay. So from these building blocks, you can build some very big systems.
Yes.
And I guess there's redundancy then too. So any one unit can be replaced while the rest of the system's still functioning.
Yeah, exactly. So any one is failure, but the other can continue to work.
Now, these are 48 volt nominal. They're connected in parallel with each of the units. So you've got in and out positive, in and out negative on the front here.
Yes.
Interconnecting cables.
Yes, exactly.
And hence that's the limit of 16 is the maximum current that you can draw through that string.
So actually for US 5000B is our most powerful module in US series. We have US 2000 and US 3000, which is support maximum 0.5 C rate charging discharging power. But US 5000B series is support 0.8 C rate.
Wow.
So around 80 amp current per module.
Yes.
If you have 2 modules, double the capacity.
And if you have 16 modules, I can't do the maths in my head, but God, that's a lot of amps.
Yeah. So US series is very perfectly suitable for some off-grid application.
Yes.
So if you want to run something, turn something up, the surge current is no problem for US series product. It's very powerful.
So the US series being rack mounted kind of best suits where you've got plenty of space in a cabinet. But what about for residential applications in a small space, like a garage?
Yes. Right now we have our new generation product, especially for small residential.
We go and look at it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. There. I know these units. I've got 3 of these, 4 of these actually at my lab. What would you describe this unit as?
4 series is actually Pylontech's second generation product for residential market. The advantage of the second generation is it's designed for very quick installation. So it's outdoor IP rating design, so you don't need to consider any cabinet or rack for this product. It can put outside anywhere. And another advantage is the stackable installation method. So all the internal cable doesn't need it.
Yes, it's got a plug and socket.
Correct.
So it is literally like Lego bricks.
Yes.
Put them on top of each other and they click together.
Exactly.
And now you've got a circuit.
Exactly.
But does the voltage increase as you add more?
Actually, we have 2 different lineup. We have force L1 and L2, which is for the low voltage in 48 volt parallel connection.
Yes.
And this one is actually our high voltage
Hence the H.
H. Yeah, exactly. So the battery module, each one is 48 volts, 7 74 amp hour, 3.55. And this is high voltage. So when you connect the battery, the voltage is adding up. It's connected in series.
Right. So there's 4 battery modules here. So what's that? About 12, 13 kilowatt hours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And around, I think it's around 180 volts.
Yes. And how high can we go?
So for this battery module, the minimum from 2 units,
Yes.
because we need the voltage to activate the BMS controller. So it can up to 7 units to have around 25 kilowatt hour nominal capacity.
Like about this tall.
Yeah, about this tall. And you can have several in parallel, up to 6 string to expand the capacity.
Oh, wow. So 6 times 20, that's
Yes.
120 kilowatt hours.
Exactly.
So that would cover just about any application. Yeah.
Yes.
But this is quite a, it's still very compact, but it's quite wide for in a garage.
Yes.
I believe you have a skinnier solution.
Exactly. We have released our latest generation for residential market. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. So this is the new Pylontech. It looks like
Yes. It's actually our latest generation product for the residential market. We call it Patio Series. The meaning behind this name is actually from the Helio, the sun god. We want to use our battery to storage the power from the sun and then to power the millions of households.
So tell me about this unit. They look like separate modules.
Yes, actually, this tower, we have 3 modules of the patio in total. Each of them is 5.12 kilowatt hour. And this battery is connected in series. So it's a 51 volt system to work with the low voltage inverter.
Okay, so they're parallel batteries
Yes.
for low voltage inverters, but you can stack them up to how many high?
Maximum, we can install 4 of patio in 1 string. And you can have the capability to expand up to 5 string. So up to 20 units.
Wow, how many kilowatt hours is that? Nearly 100.
Yeah, nearly 100.
Wow. So, and it's so sleek, you could just put down the side of your house.
Yeah,
100 kilowatt hours.
exactly. Right now, actually, the Patio series has higher energy density than our previous US 5000 series. So you can see from the dimension, it's very slim. And we have 2 installation methods for patio. You can just install the patio on the floor with a floor bracket, floor mounted bracket, and you can also wall mounting the patio onto the wall. We also have the wall mounted bracket as an option for the customer.
Yeah, so if you don't, you might be worried about water on the floor, for instance, in a garage, and you just want it a little bit off the ground.
Yes.
So it's got a wall mounting option. That's pretty cool. What about monitoring? Is there any way of monitoring my batteries?
Yes, exactly. We right now also developing Pylontech own monitoring platform. So right now we're providing the flexibility for the customer to monitor our battery data from a mobile app or from the website from computer.
That's pretty unique to actually have the battery communicate to it. So it doesn't matter what converter you connect it to. You can see the state of charge, I presume?
Yes, actually, the patio module still communicate with the compatible inverter, and the inverter portal can read basic information from our BMS. But we want to providing more detailed information from our battery system. So actually, from our own monitoring app, the customer can access to the sales level information for the battery system.
So quite detailed data is available in the app.
Yes.
In terms of integration with inverters, is it the usual range of low voltage inverters?
Yes. So right now, for this one, is 48 volt system. So the patio work with majority 48 volt inverter in the market. And later next year, we're also gonna release our high voltage version. So by that time, we can work with some of the high voltage inverter.
Will it be a similar design in terms of thin?
Yes, it could be similar, but we still want to make it a little secret.
Let's see.
Yeah, a little secret.
I'm just curious about where you connect this. I can't see any way of getting into the box. Where do the cables come out?
Oh, okay. Actually, the patio, the connection is from the side. So on the left-hand side, we have the internal communication connecting. So it's by a daisy chain. So from the top to the bottom. And on the right-hand side, because this is a parallel connection module, so we have two negative and two positive on the right-hand side. So connects in parallel, and we can have the cable from the top to the inverter. Yeah.
Well, thanks very much, Ned.
Thank you very much for coming. Nice to meet you.
Ned,
Yeah.
you have batteries in every shape and form. What are these?
Yes, this is actually one of our latest product. It's portable power bank. We call this Amber Lock and Amber Mini.
Right, so I presume this one's Amber Mini. Look, is this a handle?
Yes, yes. So it's easy for you to take out for some, camping, outdoor activities.
And what can you run off this?
So the battery capacity for Amber Mini and Amber Lock is all 0.5 kilowatt hour.
So the big one is half a kilowatt hour, the small ones are half a kilowatt hour.
Yes, they are the same capacity.
Why is this one so much bigger then?
Yes, so for Amber Lock, it's more like a big brother. They have the full functionality. As you can see here, we have the DC interface, USB-C, and PD, and also the 12-volt plug. And also we have the AC.
So we've got a handle on the top here.
Yes,
I like the handle. So we have AC
AC plug.
plugs.
Yes.
And is that a light on the other side?
Yes, we also have the light on this side.
And it looks like I can charge my phone on top.
Yes.
So QI charging.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, that's so useful. And can I connect these together to get more?
Yes, that's our design idea. So this Amber Mini is more like a little brother. It's an expansion battery bank. So we reduce some of the functionality from Amber Mini. So we only keep the DC plug. But the capacity is the same. The customer can just simply connect the power connection cable from here. The Amber Lock has another capacity.
Has the AC output. So the
Yes.
main difference is the big brother has the AC ports on the back here,
Yes,
but the little brother is DC only.
DC only, and without the wireless charging
Without
function.
charging. Wow, they're a great little combo. So you can, if I'm just going out for a picnic, I take the mini. But if I'm going camping, I take the big brother.
Yeah, like both.
The big brother. And it's got a display on the front. You can plug a fridge in here, I presume.
Exactly.
Do you know what the AC power rating is? What can we get out of the AC power?
So for each of these AC plug can support continuous power around 300 watts.
300 watts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really good. And I noticed that you've got USB fast charging. I think it's, where is it? On this side here?
Yes.
And on this unit, we have 100 watt USB-C. So for really fast charging of your USB devices.
Yes, it can provide super fast charging for your equipment.
Yes.
And it can also support fast charging for the Amber Lock. So
Yes.
right now you can charge the Amber Lock from the AC side. We have an AC adapter. You can charging from the AC side. You can also charging from the PV panel
Really?
directly.
I can plug a PV panel into this.
To charge it, we have a portable PV panel, the foldable PV panel, so you can charge it from the PV panel. And then we're also providing the fast charging adapter from the DC side.
I can see everyone at the beach with one of these, and their little solar panels shading them.
Yes, yes, and then you can stay all day there.
Whole day, yeah. You can probably even take a fridge with you, a little portable fridge.
Yes, yes,
Oh, well, that's a really interesting innovation. Using Pylontech cells?
yes, using our 25 amp hour cells.
Right. Great. Well, thanks for showing me all your products, Ned.
Yeah,
It's been great. And I look forward to that secret one coming out next year.
sure.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, here.